she has gone silent. There is no buzzes, there is no cracking sounds, nothing, just whole lot of no noise at all. So we're gonna do an autopsy video. We're gonna cut her open. We're gonna check out what could be the problem and troubleshoot. So I'm learning on the go, and I hope you get something out of it. Let's open her up. Okay, so here is the problem. I have my volume completely to max. Put the gain to the max. And there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. But what I did figure out that if you turn the type to crunch, there is a little bit something, and then you put the gain all the way, there is a noise. But if you use the clean tone, full volume, everything is full, there's nothing. Let's start opening her up. First we will check if our multimeter works. I'm not an expert on electronics, but there is the sound symbol. We can test that it works. Yeah. Makes a sound, so we're good to go. Okay, there she is, all opened up, and I turned on the amp, and there is definitely something weird. It's picking up something, but it's really erratic. That is not how it's supposed to be. And let's see if the volume does anything. That is a really unhealthy noise. Okay, I've set up my multimeter. I fooled around with the numbers. I think it should be in the ohm position. That's the omega symbol you have in your multimeter. And I put it to 2M, 2 million of something. And I start checking. I put the other one into the jack. Well, not in the jack, actually in the cable that is in the jack. And then this should give me the reading approximately what is the pickup. The pickup number is a 500k pickup, so 450 seems about right. It's a 500k pot, so that's also 450, and this one is also 450. So they seem to work. I have been playing with my toys for a while. I get readings. I get reading from all over the place. But let's see. 0.7, 07, 06, 06. So basically what I do, I plug in the cable and take a touch from the cable tip or the grounding lug, and then just try to figure out if there is current moving through the guitar to the jack, and it seems that there is. And then if I try the beeping sound, come on, hey. There's the ground. Gives a beep. Gives a beep. So basically everything seems to be fine. So the next thing I think I'll try is to figure out if I have any cold solders. So I will plug it in and put the volume up and see if something changes when I wiggle all the wires. I have a feeling that is okay. Now something happened now. I touched the hot wire that goes from the volume to the tone. Now the buzzing is different. So maybe there is a cold cold solder on the hot wire. I'll take out my weapon of choice and let's see. Yep, now it's mute completely. Okay, I think we found our problem. The hot wire. Let's test it again. Yep. That is the problem. The hot wire. So I'm gonna get out my trusty old soldering iron. We put the new wire in it, and I think I'm gonna change the capacitor too, because why not? Now here is a hot tip for you. Every time you start soldering, make sure you have everything you need. You'll thank me later. Okay, I have my capacitor. I have my wire. I'm gonna put the new wire in it. And this thing is, I don't know if you can, if the camera picks it up. Well, maybe not. It's a 47 NJ, so 0.047 joules, if I'm correct. Correct me in the comments if I'm not. Okay, we have that. We have the wire. We have some. What was it? It was this soldering tip cleaner with rosin flux. Keeps your tip of your soldering iron clean. I have my weller. But it's like a liquid. It makes the solder, the tin, more able to stick. I don't know. Solder solution. That's what it is. Alright. And then of course I have my soldering tin. I use the Weller 1 millimeter. Well, you can use whatever you like. This is not too expensive and made in Germany, so it's most likely good quality. Here is my iron. It's the GOAS-GER. I think I've talked a bit about it in my other videos. It's why I like it. It's because it has the changeable tip, and the heat comes straight from the source to the tip. So there is no like a screwing connection that messes up the heat. This is really good. Really good, really good. Let's heat up the iron. So it's now rising and smoking a lot of smoke. Okay, now it says 407 Celsius. There. All right. There. Then I think I put some extra on it, just in case, a bit. Heat it up a bit. Okay. Maybe I'll put a bit more. Okay, let's try it. Let it settle. Okay. Then brush the tip. Okay. Let it settle. Give it a tuck. Yeah, still working. I think now I'm gonna test if it made any difference before I put in the new capacitor. Seems fine. Right, now the capacitor. Come on, come out. There. I always make the mistake when I do stuff like this, is that I always touch the wires because I'm not careful with the iron. I'll put in the capacitor and we go from there. I put some more tin on the back of the pot and also into the lug, and let's see if the new capacitor makes any difference, because in the old one it did quite little. It didn't do much, the tone knob, so maybe this will make some difference. Now I'm gonna put the guitar back together and we'll see if we are out of the woods. Here is another top tip. If you remove the bridge, if it's a floating one like this, always mark the spot where it was. Then when you put it back, you're in the ballpark. When you put it back, you don't have to mess around with it too much. Okay, she's back together, and let's see if we have to open her up again. I hope not. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Works. Works like magic. And then I did change the capacitor. Is it the capacitor or condensator or what is it? Tell me. Tell me please. But what it did is this. It's a huge difference compared to the old one. Massive difference. So what we've learned today is check your soldering when you're making your guitars. Try out some condensators because some of them works better than others. And don't be an idiot like me. Right. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.